What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so as you can see here, I did end up picking up Silk's uniform here, her Summer's Day look, the one that you can get for the tokens. I just really wanted to get this uniform because I, well, really like Silk, so that's why I wanted to pick this up. And today we're just going to be testing out the uniform, seeing how good it is, see if it kind of competes with some of the other limited time uniforms that they have, because usually the limited time uniforms are actually quite powerful. So hopefully Silk is going to be really good with this uniform here. I've already got it up to Mythic because you can get Silk's biometrics from the Dimension shops, so you know they're pretty easy to get. Just spend your tokens on them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the uniform options here. So first one, we have Iceman's uniform, X-Men Blue, which is so-so. We have Black Widow's Endgame uniform, which a lot of people might have that one actually. We have Cyclops' Phoenix 5, so not bad there. And then we have Ghost's Wasp uniform, or Ant-Man and Wasp uniform, which I never picked up. And then the final one is Odin's All-Father uniform. So that's what the options are. All right, so the uniform is going to change the effects of skill Blinding Speed, change the effects of skill Silk Sense, which I believe are just her 4-star and tier 2 passives. I don't think either of those are leadership. I'll have to double check that. Anyway, the uniform itself is going to give her increased chain hit damage by 18% when attacking, and very nice, ignore dodge by 40%. That is really, really good. I love it when characters have built-in ignore dodge now, because it's just more and more valuable as the game goes on. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, tier 2 passive and 4-star passive, so perfect. So let's see what we got here. All right, so increase guaranteed dodge by 35%, skill damage 35%, bonus damage 30%, and decrease all damage received by 30%. So yeah, quite a nice passive going on there. Love me some guaranteed dodge. 35% is definitely a good chunk of dodge there. And then we've got some survivability with the decrease all damage received, and then some damage with the bonus in skill. All right, and then the 4-star passive here is whenever using a web skill, she's going to get increased guaranteed crit rate by 45%. That's actually really good. And then also 45% all attack. It's on a 12-second cooldown, and that can be activated for 10 seconds. So there's only going to be 2 seconds of downtime, because as you can see there, the activation rate is when web skill is used, not when enemy is webbed or enemy is affected by a web skill or something like that. So this webbing does not have to actually affect your target. So World Boss Ultimate, World Boss Legend, you know, you can't web them, but you'll still get this bonus here because you're going to be using a skill that is tagged as having web. So that's how I like them to do things, instead of characters where you have to poison them or you have to burn them or you have to do this to actually get the effect. This way we can at least get the effect all the time, even if the enemy's immune to the effect that you're trying to apply. All right, so the first skill, well, look at that. We have web on the first skill. All right, so second skill, we have web on the second skill, and oh, the second skill is ignore targeting. Actually, I overlooked that the first time I was looking at our uniform here, but we have ignore targeting on the second skill, incapacitation, and well, that's pretty much all that's important there. But the webbing is actually going to be pretty nice, because you can ignore targeting, attack them with the second skill, and just web them up, and then, you know, keep them locked down because you have webbing on most of your skills. Third skill, look at that, another skill with webbing, but this one we got some extra effects on. We got a guard hit, 9 hits for 6 seconds, very nice. All attack, all defense by 45%, speed 1%, crit rate by 30%, that's nice. Like me some crit rates. And then the fourth skill, all right, so we've got chill, bleed, stun, freeze. So yeah, so we got a lot of different effects there that could hopefully maybe bump her up a few tiers for what is it, Alliance Battle Extreme, because you can, you know, get some extra effects there. Let's see, we've got 55% all defense down. Nothing crazy, but hey, that's still some nice all defense down there. 4 seconds of invincibility, increase damage by 30% for 2 attacks. Okay, not bad. And then the fifth skill, we've got webbing on the fifth skill, so the fourth skill is the only one without webbing. Yeah, so you can use any skill except for the fourth skill, and it will activate her passive here. So that's really easy to do. So I like that. All right, so the fifth skill, we have a 25% heal. That's actually really nice. 25% heal. This is 16-second cooldown. So 8 seconds, every 8 seconds we'll be able to use it. All right, I'll take that. 50% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, and all damage immune. So she could pretty much penetrate everything except for invincibility. Okay. Increase all attack by 42%, all defense by 30%, and speed by 1%. So we have 42% there and 45% there. Wow, she's getting a lot of all attack. That's really nice. So yeah, we have 87% all attack, and nothing else on that skill. So yeah, looking pretty good just from the skill descriptions here. But let's go ahead and hop into the skill preview and see what these skills look like and hopefully get some new animations here. Oh yeah, and she also has her awakening here, but she's had that for a while, right? Way back when the spiders got the awakening, right? So when Gwenum got it and Spider-Woman was introduced, pretty sure Silk got it back then, because we've been waiting a while, I believe, for Silk to get a uniform here. They got the nice splash effect going on. She's ready to serve some ice cream. She's in her like ice cream cart attire right here. All right, so first skill. Okay, we got some AoE webbing there, pretty nice. We go into an iframe kind of partway through, but then we lose the iframe, so it's only a very, very brief iframe, so you're probably not going to be using that skill very much. Second skill. Oh, okay, so it's that one. She goes into an iframe, she hops up in the air there and comes down and does a few kind of whirlwind kicks at the enemy there, and this one ignores iframe. So she's going to web them, boop, right out of their... Oh, okay, the webbing was after she lands, so she's going to jump up, land on them, web them while they're in their iframe, knock them out of it, and then she can hopefully just take over from there, because then you can just move on to another web skill and maybe keep them down, or keep them locked down indefinitely. But of course, we always have the debuff removal to kind of take into account there. And now the third skill is pretty much what her third skill was before. It just looks like she's shooting more webbing, and there's probably a few more hits on the webbing as well. But the main thing we want from the third skill is the buff, and I believe you can get that by just canceling the skill. Yeah, so we canceled the skill, we got our guard, we got our all attack. Yeah, so you can cancel that instantly and get the effects, so that's good to know. And now the fourth skill pulls in the ice cream truck, and it's raining ice cream cones. They go on for quite a while too, look at that. And then we have an explosion there, almost like fireworks, and then it freezes the enemies. That's really cool. When does the all defense down kick in? Is it right away? Yeah, so the raining ice cream is applying the all defense down, so it's gonna be really nice. And you can cancel this skill pretty early, like where as soon as she shoots her web to the side, yeah, as soon as she shoots the web to the side, you can cancel it. As you can see, the ice cream is still going. She didn't actually pull in the truck, but you still get all that ice cream raining down. You still get your all defense down. So yeah, definitely going to want to cancel that into the next skill, which is going to be her fifth skill. So let's take a look at that. All right, instant iframe, and oh, we have wave come in there. I didn't even notice that the first time that I was checking out the skill animations here. That's really cool. We got all the water going on. We've got those like water orbs that are just hanging out there. That looks really cool. Do they like explode or anything, or what do they do? It looks like they're exploding, but they're all the way on the edge of that kind of area, so it's only hitting the enemies outside of the center of the radius, it seems like. So yeah, she's looking pretty good. So I think you're just going to be doing like 3, cancel right into 4, pulling the ice cream truck, going to 5 for all the damage while the ice cream is raining down, and that's probably going to be your skill rotation. And then you have the awakening skill, which is the same as Gwenum's, so it's not one that you can cancel out of, which is kind of annoying, because as you can see here, awakening skill, boom, let them start going. They do like 2 hits and then oop, the skill ends. Whereas if you let the skill play all the way out, here we go. As you can see, we get a lot more hits and a lot more damage if you let the actual animation play out and not cancel it. And I tried it out a little bit, and it seems like the awakening skill does do more damage than doing like the 4-5 combo. It was about 1.5 bars on the stage that I was testing her out on, so, or not 1.5 bars, or just a bar. What was it? I was at 13 to 12, so I think it was just a bar. So, but it is more damage is the point I'm trying to make, so it's probably worth it to let the awakening skill actually play out opposed to canceling it and going into the 5th skill. So let's go ahead and back out here. And then let's take a quick look at my build on Silk here, and then we will hop in to a little bit of content and show her off. So right now I don't have the greatest build in terms of her obelisk, but let's check out some of the other stuff we got going on here. So I have all physical attack Urus here, except for the 2 Odin's Blessings there, which are going to be used to max out my skill cooldown and ignore defense, if I remember correctly. And then her skills, we have all of her skills fully leveled up, and you probably noticed actually, which I didn't mention at the start, is I have actually transcended her. So yeah, I guess that means that I am putting off transcending Rescue and Quasar even more because I don't know, I just wanted Silk. Once I decided to get this uniform, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to transcend her first. I actually had to spend money to get this uniform, so I want Silk to be as good as she can get, so we're transcending her. Anyways, so let's move on to type advantage. Haven't done anything for the isolate set. I actually have a fully awakened set on her, and that's because when I was going back after buying this uniform and kind of checking out what I had all of these fully awakened except for 3 of them, so I just upgraded the last 3 of them to be fully awakened. I was like, you know what, there's only 3 left, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish that off. And then as you can see, I only have a 5-star obelisk on her right now. It's got dodge, ignore, dodge, and just a 110 proc. It's just because before this uniform, she just wasn't very good with this uniform. She's good at like locking down people in Shadowland, but that was pretty much it. So I never really invested more into her. And if she proves to be as damage proc friendly as I think she is, I'm probably just going to give her a CTP of energy because she seems like she has a lot of hits to take advantage of with all the ice cream raining down, the big AoE on the 5th skill. So I'm thinking energy might actually be really good on her. And she has, invincibility on what is it, the 4th or the 5th? 4th skill here, so you don't necessarily need the guard break immunity, or else maybe I would have put a CTP of destruction on her, because I definitely have more than enough CTPs of destruction. Those things are like raining out my ears here. I need to find more characters to put CTPs of destruction on, because they're kind of just sitting here gathering dust right now. I pretty much am always just like, oh, I need to put rage on this character, oh, I want to put energy on this character, so all my destructions are just sitting there looking for a home. Yeah, her leadership didn't change. And then I already showed her uniform is at Mythic. If we check out the details here, we have max ignore defense, and her skill cooldown is 0.04% off. So yeah, it's basically maxed. Our attack speed is maxed, and our crit rate should be maxed after the buff, right? Because she gets at 30%, so that'll bring her up to, actually no, that'll bring up to only 65. Did she have 2 crit rate buffs or just the 1? I think it was just the 1. We have a 30% there. And then, yeah, there's nothing there, but she gets that guaranteed crit. Where the heck is the guarantee? Oh, that was on the... Oh, no, there it is. I'm blind. 45% guaranteed crit. So, yeah, her crit's looking pretty good. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and try her out. And since I have her transcended, you know what? I'm just going to take her in against Null and see what she can do. Alright, so here we are over at Null Stage 2, like I always like to do for my testing. And we're going to go with this team here. We have Elsa because she's a physical damage leadership, and then we have Mystique for her tier 2 passive. Elsa also has a CTP of Insight on her. I could use, of course, what's it called, Spider-Woman here, but her leadership only applies once you get debuffed, so then she removes the debuffs and gives you an all attack boost. So I figure I'm just gonna use Elsa here with the 30% instead of 40%, because Elsa also has the CTP of Insight, whereas Spider-Woman does not. But do we have a team up here? We probably, oh, we don't have a team up. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Where's Elsa? There she is. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop in here. Yeah, I guess those strikers work for me. She has a heal, so I don't think she's gonna need like Venom now, because you could use his newest uniform and still get the healing globs, and then we don't need to use anyone else for healing, I don't think. So let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna do this, and then go into the 5th skill, and let's just see what that does. Ooh. Okay, that's promising. And remember, we only have a 110 proc on her right now. So I'll bring in the ice cream truck and do the awakening skill. The problem with the awakening skill is it just takes so... Oh, it's doing some good damage, but I'd say it takes so long to ramp up the damage. By the time the damage has ramped up, your damage proc has already ended. Yeah, that invincibility is really helpful. We're not getting knocked back. So that's what I wanted to see. We can... Oh, wait, did we proc too early there? Oh, no, we didn't. This damage is looking really good for just a 110 proc. At least it seems like it to me. Alright, let's do our awakening skill again. Because with the awakening skill, you get a lot of... There goes my phone doing this little freeze again. I need to figure out why my phone's doing that. Maybe I need to, like, restart it, delete some stuff on there. Is my storage getting full? Because that's been happening quite a bit while I've been playing games. It just does that kind of little hiccup right there that you just saw where it freezes for a second and then it just comes back. But, I mean, it doesn't really affect me too much because... Oh, we did get stunned that time because that actually pierces invincibility. It doesn't affect me too much because the game actually doesn't seem to be continuing while I'm frozen like that. It just kind of picks up where it left off, almost like the game paused instead of having the screen freeze like that, but it's actually still doing stuff in the background and then it kind of catches you up when it starts again. Either way, though, it's still a little annoying. But as you can see here, look at that. She got Null off the throne, and it's 3 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock still. So with just a 110 damage proc, it looks like she's going to be able to take out Null here. That's actually really impressive. I'm quite happy with that performance from Silk. So this new uniform definitely bringing up Silk in terms of power level. So I'm very, very happy that I got this uniform. It is going to be one that you have to get with real money. So, you know, free-to-play players, you're not really going to have this uniform to take advantage of unless you end up, you know, spending to get this. But I don't know. I like it. I think it's worth it just because I like the character. But again, there are so many characters in this game that you can find a character that can do what she does as well or better than her without having to spend money. So it's, you know, it's gotten to that point in the game that we just have that many characters. So it's basically just who you like and, you know, if you're satisfied with their performance in the game. And for Silk here, I'm definitely satisfied with her performance. I like the look of this uniform. It's very fun to play. It's nice fluid animations. It seems like it's very damage proc friendly, which is good. So that means I'm definitely going to be giving her a CTP of energy and then trying her out a little bit later. But this video is mainly just my initial impressions of the uniform itself to let you know kind of my opinion on it before it goes away, because again, it is a limited time uniform, so it's only going to be around once a year during summertime here, so summer days, because I'm assuming it's going to keep coming back, because as we can see now, we've got Quicksilvers and Cables is of course back in the shop as well. Where the heck is this new menu, man? I don't like this new menu. Is in the store as well. Like if we go over to the, no, not that, to the uniforms here. Yeah, I can see Cable right here as well. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be my thoughts on Silk's uniform. Expect to see some more videos, especially since I've already transcended her. So I definitely want to do a clear with against Null. I want to do a clear against Mephisto. I want to see what kind of crazy damage she can do with a CTP of energy, because I'm thinking it's going to be quite ridiculous considering just a 110 proc was enough to kind of destroy Null. So yeah, look forward to that. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.